What is up, guys, and welcome back. Today I'm going to be recording this guy right here working on the 190. We're going to completely dismantle this thing, and when I say we, I mean him. I'm officially going to be behind the camera, not working. This guy's going to be my slave for the day. Kind of. It's his car. He's not really being a slave to anybody but himself. But on a real note, we're going to dismantle this thing. We're going to take apart the whole entire front end. We're going to start messing with a few things. We might also take off that battery tray because that is probably the sorriest looking battery tray I have ever seen in my entire life. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go back and watch the first video. Hit that notification button. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. But yes, so let's go ahead and start tearing into this beautiful 190E and watch him get to work. So first and foremost, guys, make sure you guys get your tools ready with your grill table. But seriously though, on the very first thing we're going to do is probably go and pop off all of our clips for our radiator. We're going to unhook our lower radiator hose as well as our upper radiator hose. Obviously, this one right here was already messed up if you guys missed it from the first episode. So make sure you guys go and watch that. But yeah, I think this right here will go pretty. Oh wow, look, this one's already loose already. Look at that. And we didn't even have to loosen it yet. Ooh, let's see if I can. Oh, I'm not strong enough. Yeah, isn't this a little different? You guys aren't watching me work. And this is kind of like a point of view look. See? Everywhere I look, you guys can look. Seriously, does anybody know of any way, or is there a company out there that makes glasses you could put on your face and then record so you guys can have a point of view look? So when I'm working on the cars, you guys can actually see what I'm seeing instead of me going, yeah, do this, this, and this. And then I have to pause the camera or turn off the camera and then work because I kind of need both my hands. It is kind of a pain in the butt, I'm not going to lie. If anybody knows of any, I guess, forehead cameras, glasses would be really cool, glasses camera, or anything like that, go ahead and drop that down below. Or if anybody would like to have us test them, I'd be more than willing to test that stuff. I think it'd be kind of fun and cool.
Yeah, for your POV.
Oh yeah, seriously. Tell me it wouldn't be a great idea.
Make some good videos that way.
Oh yeah, some great videos.
Oh, you know what? I guess it doesn't matter. This pump's fucking nice.
Yeah, true. Don't forget to pop off your fan shroud.
You pop off your fan shroud?
I'm gonna pop off of the fan shroud.
Take off all this. All the rubbers.
Well, yeah, guys, we're gonna go ahead and pop all this stuff off really quick, and then we'll get back to you when it's off.
You don't remember, though.
All right, guys, so if you need to learn how to take off your front radiator on your 2.3, you're just gonna have all these little push clip pins, these beautiful little guys right here. Just take your flathead, pop them all off. You obviously have a flathead or a Phillips screw that's gonna go right down there to there, as well as this one here. And then if I'm not mistaken, all you should have to do is lift.
There's no transmission cooler lines on there?
No, there's no transmission cooler. It's a standard, yeah. And there you go, guys. Just like that, it really is that easy to remove the... Oh, yeah, no, there's stuff in there. I told you it's not messed up. Look how disgusting it is.
I drink that.
Oh, you drink that? I'll give you $1 to drink it. A whole shot worth. And, I mean, there is a lot of room in here. I mean, that's seriously a lot of room.
Look at that.
Let's see. Yep, our water pump is...
Look, it's melted right here on the side.
Definitely seized. Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Something's melted right. Old belt, maybe?
Jesus, look at this.
Super old belt.
Oh, yeah, that's actually... I didn't even notice that. How did we miss that?
What size is that? 15, maybe?
Holy cow.
I don't know.
All right, well... Well, maybe that's just... Well, the pulley still isn't going to move, though, but... Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see.
The things you notice. What size is that?
Yeah, that one size.
Oh, that's that one size?
That's a 1/2 inch. So 13.
Oh, it's a 1/2 inch, so it should be a 13 millimeter to take off your clutch fan. All right, guys, so we were having a little bit of a problem trying to remove this dang fan shroud, and the reason we were having a problem with that is because we thought this was like a belt or something that maybe like melted on it, and it wasn't. They actually glued
and it's not RGB, it's like plastic.
yeah, this is like plastic. Yeah, it's not. Well, I mean, I guess it could be like JBL. Yeah, but this was all over the fan and all over this dang pulley. So we were trying to take it off, and it wouldn't like it wouldn't pry off, it wouldn't come off. I thought maybe it was seized, but it actually wasn't. Whoever had the car before us, they obviously, tried to fix it. They just glued it together with, I have no idea what that would even be, but hey, we got that off.
Well, the fan.
This is the fan, yeah, the clutch fan.
Like a fan spacer or something.
Yeah. Hey, what size were those bolts, by the way?
That's also 1/2 inch, so 13 mil.
Oh, so those are also a 13 mil.
Oh, there's my flathead.
There's your flathead. But yeah, no. So that right there should be a 13 mil bolt that's holding the clutch fan on, and then obviously you should usually just be able to pry the clutch fan right off with no issue.
After all bolts are out, yeah. These are going to be what, E-Torques?
Those are E-Torques, if I'm not mistaken. I think those are 30.
Well, since this belt is dry rotted.
Oh yeah, let's go ahead and cut the belt off.
I have a razor floating around here somewhere.
Where'd you put it?
Oh, right in front of my face.
Oh, right in front of your face. There you go. There's our beautiful dry belt.
It's all dry rotted.
My gosh. Yeah, that's a little rough. Glad we're taking that off.
So we don't have a belt break on us. Oh yeah, look, there you go. Here's a good one.
Oh, hold on. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's nasty.
There's the belt. There's the fan. There's the radiator. Let's take these off. We'll get to the bolts to go to this housing.
Yep. Oh, let's
These
go ahead and
bolts
unplug
are
our
off.
coolant temp sensor. One of like 5 of them that we have.
All right.
So let's go and push this guy out of the way really quick, just like that. There we go. Did you already loosen this bolt back here? Oh, what the heck?
No,
How
I'm
did
taking
they
this
tighten
whole
that?
thermostat housing off.
Oh, okay,
This
nice.
whole
There we
thermostat
go.
housing's going to come off with the water pump. But 2 bolts already out. That's the 1/2 inch. So I just need the E-Torques.
Ooh, you think there's actually power steering fluid in this?
Mm,
I think it leaked all out.
I don't know.
Let's find out.
Freaking lines real quick. There. Should be able to pop it off. Hell no.
I mean, we got a tiny bit in there, but not really. So clearly that might leak.
ATF, isn't it?
Yeah, that's just regular transmission fluid.
Might have a leak.
Maybe
AC
not.
spins.
Hey, AC pulley's not seized. Crank, obviously, you ain't going to turn that by hand. Alternator turned. So did
tensioners. The water pump seized. So E-Torque it up.
Yep, so let's get our E-Torques. Take this.
Tap, huh?
All right, so just an FYI, those are a
T30.
T30. The big bro had to go get his tool set because, unfortunately, the baby brother doesn't have E-Torques. Obviously, he's used to working on a slow Stang. I mean a Mustang, not a Mercedes as much as I am. So fingers crossed that all these come out with 0 persuasion and no lube.
Damn. It's like a bunch of stuff.
Crap in there. Oh, no.
You know why it's going to be easy to take it out?
It's because it doesn't move.
It's not going
Yeah.
to spin on me.
Look at that. They all actually came out pretty nice.
Well, hold on.
Let's hope this last one does. There you go. Look at that.
Your thing.
Go ahead.
Allen key.
Okay, that was an accident. Let's not talk about that. There we go. Nice and good? Nice and good.
Nice and good, good and nice.
Look at that sucker. It is definitely seized on there. It is not turning at all.
Bunch of 10 mils is what it looks like.
Yep, just looks like there's, I think there's 8 10 mils or 6 10 mils if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, let's go ahead and pop off all these 10 mils really quick, and we'll show you exactly where they are once we have the water pump off and kind of go from there. All right, so obviously when taking off your water pump, you have to take off the 6 bolts for the little tiny 10 mil, and then you're going to need your 13 because you have to remove the alternator bracket bolts as well.
All right, you ready? Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Man, that's a little
Look at
rough.
PB blast and a grinder. I can make this work.
Dude, that is rough. Hold on, don't move it for a second. Oh my god.
That's crazy. What's cool though?
I think we found the problem.
Let's just go straight to it though. Ooh, yeah, buddy.
Alright guys, so obviously we're just going to try to pressure wash this lightly. Obviously the pressure washer is not on, but we are using a little bit of pressure from it because that sucker is clogged. And it doesn't look like the head is clogged actually, but there's nothing. No
That's
corrosion,
right.
nothing in there.
It's just blocked right here.
Oh, it's very, very blocked right there. So we're just gonna try to clean this sucker out a little bit and see what happens. I don't know if you guys can tell, but this thing is friggin' rough. Alright guys, so as you saw, we got that sucker pretty dang clean compared to what it was. There's absolutely no blockage. We shot the pressure washer through that thing pretty good and pretty hard. I don't think it'll have any issues now, but
We shall see.
yeah, we shall see. Okay, so we've kind of come to the conclusion that whoever worked on this thing probably wasn't a mechanic. Look at all this freaking gasket maker. What is up with people in gasket maker? I don't get it. I mean, you just throw some more gasket maker on there, it won't leak, right? I mean, is that what people think? Because that's not how it works, I promise.
Caked in here.
Yeah, I mean, that's literally like, it's probably half an inch thick of gasket maker. But hey, look how beautiful this thing looks.
It's a little, hand wire brush.
Yeah, it needs a little hand wire brush to be perfectly clean, but we already have our new water pump and stuff. We just need to clean a lot, before we do anything else. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and keep chipping away at removing a few things and cleaning a few things and getting it ready to go. All right, guys, so we did a few things off camera, like take out the battery tray. Obviously, that was kind of a pain in the butt. We had to spray some PB Blaster and try to get them out because those bolts were jacked up. But it's officially out. We do have a new one for it, so that'll go in later. We're obviously going to get it painted and looked all pretty. We took off the secondary water pump, auxiliary pump, because it was obviously corroded and just caked up, just like our messed up water pump, that poor thing. But everything is looking good. We're just kind of chipping away at little things here and there. I figured I wouldn't record all that stuff because, well, that isn't really scheduled basic maintenance stuff, but yeah. Oh, let's count these water pump bolts because I couldn't remember how many there was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Technically, we have 10 water pump bolts, but you do have to remove 11 because obviously you have to push your alternator completely out of the way. We usually keep the longer bolt at the bottom hooked up and we take off the one at the top just to make your life a little bit easier. But as you guys can see, that was a very easy job after we found out that they glued our clutch fan to the actual water pump pulley with, I have no idea what. It seriously looks like it was plastic. I thought a belt exploded. That's what all this extra black residual stuff is, but it clearly wasn't. But yeah, like I said, we're just kind of cleaning it up now, getting a whole bunch of stuff, take it apart and clean like it's supposed to be, and that's about it. Alright guys, so check it out. These are all the parts we just removed. Headlights, radiator, water pump, thermostat, and housing. Obviously our little auxiliary water pump, our battery bracket, and then we removed a few little wires and then that crappy little basically house heat ducting. I know it's factory, but in my opinion it kind of looks like it just came from a house. Got all that done. We are going to clean the living crap out of this thing like crazy. We'll obviously do that off camera. We don't want to be repetitive and keep showing you guys the exact same thing over and over and over again. But yeah, we obviously need to clean quite a bit more. But this is everything that we just removed from the car. And in my opinion, everything we removed looks pretty rough. So yeah, with that being said, I think I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. We'll go ahead and have a completely reinstall of everything and go from there. But hope you guys enjoyed this little clip. Thanks for joining. We'll see you guys in the next one.